Glenn Spectre made it known that his long-awaited debut in Victory Championship Wrestling wasn't going to be any fly-by-night debut. He was going to make an impression and do it fast. He already has a singles victory last night from our debut in Washington, Pennsylvania against Zeke Mercer. The same Zeke Mercer he brutally attacked at our last event here in McMecken. So Glenn Spectre is already on a roll.
Absolutely.
But a win over Cowpoke Paul, who has one of the best win-loss records in this company, who has built such a reputation for himself in such a short period of time, Jim, that would be a major win tonight.
Absolutely. Glenn Spectre, internationally experienced. He is the first Gaijin, that's foreigner, the first foreigner to win the DDT Tag Team Championships in Japan. So Glenn Spectre has quite literally been around the world when it comes to professional wrestling. He's a real roughneck. He's a real nasty individual, but he is ultra talented, a true veteran, and as I said, has a PhD in professional wrestling.
Cowpoke Paul drawing the guns already. Glenn Spectre's always got to be aware, but Spectre now with repeated shots to the jaw of Cowpoke Paul. Spectre definitely cannot underestimate Paul though. Even though the experience, even though the years traveled, definitely favors Spectre in this matchup. Cowpoke Paul, has gotten a learning education quickly in professional wrestling with a lot of big-time matchups and opponents very quickly.
And you can't measure tenacity, you can't measure resiliency, and you can't measure heart because Cowpoke Paul brings it in large amounts, and he may have the big boss all tied up, version of the Paradise Lock.
There's one thing a Cowpoke can do. Oh, it's to tie up a calf, and he just did it right there with Glenn Spectre. Spectre, gets sidestepped. Big drop toe hold.
And the big boss is all out of sorts.
Ride him, Cowboy.
Early advantage to Cowpoke Paul, but Spectre showing what a time-tested veteran he is. Takes a powder, gonna create a breather, gonna halt the momentum of Cowpoke Paul, and we know, and Spectre knows, that that momentum is such a trademark for Cowpoke Paul.
Spectre, Cowpoke gonna follow, and maybe lasso up Glenn Spectre here. Cowpoke Paul, time in and time out, we've seen, Cannon Christopher at ringside, wiping out Cowpoke Paul with a clothesline.
He just blindsided Paul, never saw it coming, could not protect himself. And now the complexion of this matchup changing completely. The advantage tilting towards the big boss, who will show no remorse, no surcease from the offensive assault, and you can see him pouring it on immediately right here.
As Cowpoke Paul up with a big snap suplex.
Textbook suplex, showing that wrestling pedigree.
And Spectre with that big leg drop, all that weight down into a covered lateral press. But only two there.
And Spectre grinning like a Cheshire cat. But we have learned over the course of VCW's 2+ year existence that you cannot underestimate the fight of Cowpoke Paul. Just last month, we saw him sail off of that cage to defeat the Origin.
Another 2 count. And what a spectacular sight that was, Jim. Cowpoke Paul laid it all out on the line in that War Games match. It was very crucial to his team's victory. Cowpoke Paul with a chop. Seemingly got some life in it, but Spectre, drop toe hold, sends him throat first into that second rope.
A lot of ring generalship right there. Knew how to maximize the damage as he does right there.
Full force of that boot right to the back of the head of Cowpoke Paul. Spectre again cover.
Lateral press. Paul gets that shoulder up.
That's the thing with Spectre, the way he lays in every shot. Incredibly vicious in that ring. Paul has to be looking out for that running knee strike as well. That's what finished off Zeke Mercer. He's finished off multiple opponents in the past. But Paul at ringside, and not wanting any cannon. Christopher again. Christopher now.
This numbers game is just too much.
Putting in a beat down here on Paul at ringside.
And Christopher pleading innocence. He's about as innocent as OJ, if you know what I mean.
Oh, God. A referee finally spotting Cunning Christopher.
Finally, Cowpoke.
And it looks like
that's a DQ.
Referee George Ross due to Cunning Christopher's outside interference. The winner of the match is a result of disqualification. Cowpoke Paul.
I mean, great call by George Ross there.
Yeah, he had no choice.
I mean, utterly blatant there. Cunning Christopher beating down Cowpoke Paul in that way.
Blatant interference in front of the official.
What's that?
It's not. It is serious when he is interfering with your enjoyment of having a great wrestling show. I cannot allow you to word this match to an instigator like Cowpoke Paul. Yes, Christopher did attack him, but it was only after Paul instigated and slapped him. He was doing what any real person would do in fight or flight. So, but instead of reversing this decision, no.
I missed that in the rule book.
I could just throw this match out, but for your benefit, I am restarting the match. Cowpoke Paul, please get in the ring. It's not timeout. Please get in the ring. Thank you. Ring the bell.
What is Josh doing?
They're restarting this matchup. I mean,
Cowpoke got bumped on the floor. What is going on? How is this legal?
Big leg lariat cover. And don't get me wrong, I would have loved a definitive finish in this matchup, a definitive decision, but
yeah, Cowpoke got blindsided on the floor.
What is this rule, the self-defense rule? Because Cowpoke Paul shoved him first as if that's some...
I think Josh is writing his own damn rule book. I think that's what's going on here.
Well, we've restarted this contest. Cowpoke Paul trying to fight up here from Glenn Spectre. Spectre still in this fight. Paul ducking for clothesline. Ducks another. And Paul taking out Cunning Christopher at ringside.
Well, he has to do something because he has no chance otherwise.
Now Paul firing back with shots.
Trying to fight off Spectre is difficult enough.
Oh, wow!
Cowpoke taking a chance. He's in desperation mode. He knows he needs to pull out a victory and he needs to do it now. This could be his only chance.
Paul throwing caution to the wind. Throwing in shots. Catch by Spectre's foot. Oh! Paul with a shot. And maybe Paul could lay out Spectre, maybe get 2 wins for 1 tonight.
Absolutely. In my book, Cowpoke's already 1-0 against Spectre.
Paul now. Ooh! Big atomic drop. Takes Spectre down, a little do-si-do.
Misdirection from the Cowpoke, and he puts the big boss down.
Cowpoke Paul might be smaller, but the fight is within him, and he put all of it into that clothesline, taking down Spectre.
The fight of Cowpoke is undeniable.
Looking to round them up.
Dust Bowl DDT.
If he can plant it, springs off the ropes. Oh, Spectre pushes off.
Spectre shrugged him off, but miscue from Spectre.
Tried for that running knee strike. That was what finished off Zeke Mercer. Paul now. Ooh, double knees right to the jaw. Sending Spectre flying. This could be it. Cover.
Man, that was, you don't get any closer than that. That was inches away.
2 7/8. Cowpoke Paul that close to finishing the job here.
And let's not forget, Eamon, technically Cowpoke had already won this matchup before Josh comes in and has some ridiculous self-defense rule.
Cowpoke Paul has to stay focused, has to stay ready, has to put this screwy actions of Josh in the back of his mind, and now Irish whip into the buckle. Spectre comes charging. Paul able to get the elbow up. Oh,
and again, Christopher getting involved. When is enough going to be enough?
Could he be thinking DDT, Dust Bowl DDT? Spectre, though, grabs a hold. Oof!
And the Cowpoke got launched that time.
Release, suplex there, and Spectre, there's that running knee strike!
He's won championships around the globe with that one.
Deep hook and cover, and that is a win for Glenn Spectre.
A controversial victory to say the least.
The Big Boss, Glenn Spectre!
Spectre, with the help of the rule book, with the help of Cannon Christopher, pulling out the win here against Cowpoke Paul, and the Troublemakers stand tall here in McMecken. Oh, and now just rubbing it into Cowpoke Paul. Come on, the match is over. The Troublemakers, though, seemingly not done. Gonna put more of a beat down on Cowpoke Paul here.
Completely uncalled for. Spectre is remorseless.
Oh no.
Cowpoke is
If I was
defenseless.
Paul, I would be staying down right now. Wait a minute! Zeke Mercer!
They have hit the ring.
To even the odds and saving Cowpoke Paul there.
Zeke made the save.
Taking it to the Troublemakers.
And a measure of retribution for No Mercy, Zeke Mercer.
And the Troublemakers go running. Thankful for Zeke Mercer coming to the defense here of Cowpoke Paul, saving him from this unnecessary, unsportsmanlike beatdown.
Eamon, I don't know how the hell this matchup got restarted, but I know one thing for sure. This story between Zeke, Cowpoke, and the Troublemakers is far, far from over.
Absolutely. Still more action to come. I'm going to pass things off to Jason Heat. We still got 3 more.